What's going on, everybody? It is me, Joe Duncan, and this is JDtv. The show is sponsored by Callaway Cuisine, specializing in celebrity catering and private chef services. And of course, don't forget to check out their food truck all over the city of Atlanta. Well, music lovers met singer Vivian Green back in 2002, and she took fans on an emotional roller coaster ride with her debut album, Love Story. Fans have been riding with her ever since. Well, 7 albums later, this petite but powerful singer's voice still delivers. She has a brand new album, Love Absolute, and we are ready to buy a ticket to board the melodic ride. This new music is bound to take us on. The amazing Vivian Green is with me on JDtv today. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for that beautiful introduction.
Well deserving, well deserving. I, like the rest of your fans, am super duper excited about this new album, Love Absolute. One of the things that I find about your music is there seems to be this theme and a note of honesty through all of it. And I read somewhere that you say this album, Love Absolute, is your most honest album to date. Why do you say that?
I'm very vulnerable on this album. It is about me. A lot of times when I write, it's not always about me. I think that's always the assumption, but sometimes it's about, the people around me, family, friends, or maybe I just had a cool concept for a song and wanted to try it out. But this album is about me for sure. And just different parts of me, different sides of me. And it is the only album that I've ever intentionally wrote all of the ballads and mid-tempos at the piano.
Sitting at the piano, I think that's such a cool way, honest way, and organic way to write.
It is the most organic way for me to write, and it's my absolute favorite way to write songs. Absolute. And I somehow lost it just, being in the industry and just, I don't know, just going with the flow of, you're making a new album. These are the tracks that were submitted, and which ones do you like? And you kind of write to them. And I don't even know how I let it happen for so long, for so many years. And there have been some songs like, Beautiful, Emotional Roller Coaster, Somewhere that were written at the piano for sure. But I've never done an entire project like that and intentionally did it because I know there's magic there that I wanted to capture. And it'll be new for my fans, but it's not new for me because that's how I started writing songs as a tween.
That's how you get down.
That's the only way I did it then,
Yeah.
So it's important. It was important to go back to that for me this time.
Well, it sounds beautiful. I've wondered about artists like you during this trying time, this challenging time that we're all dealing with, this pandemic. It's forced everyone to operate differently. Did it present any particular challenge for you in getting this album together?
Well, initially it did because we wanted to drop the single in February on Valentine's Day, which we actually did do. But then the pandemic happened just after that. The great thing about it is we were able to finish Love Absolute during the pandemic because it wasn't exactly finished in February. We still had some finishing touches and things to do. And so it allowed us that time to really have nothing else to do but finish it. So it actually made us productive, really.
So it worked out, and hopefully we'll get a handle on this thing, and you can head out on the road, and we can enjoy you live and in person.
Yes.
Well, I've been listening to the album. Love it. Love it. No, I've been listening to a few cuts.
Okay.
And the ones, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get my hands on it.
Oh no, okay. No, I was just asking. So I didn't know how in depth you were about to go. That's fine.
But the ones that I'm loving, You Send Me, and Where You Are.
Oh yeah.
Love those.
Thank you.
And Where You Are, it is so sexy, but it's not sexual.
Okay. Where You Are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I felt a little something with that one.
I love it. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yes, great job.
Thank
Out,
you.
out of the 13 tracks on this project,
Mhm.
which one do you want fans to play over and over and over again?
There are a couple. So Where You Are is definitely one of my favorites. It has been since we finished it. Um, um, so Where You Are, That Kind of Pain. That's one of my very favorites as
Yeah.
well. It touches on. So the song is basically saying, I have felt these horrible feelings before. I've been in the dumps, in the depths of despair, and I never want to go through that again.
Yeah.
But I'm going to remind y'all what it was like. So that's kind of what that's about. It goes really, really hard, but in the best way. I just love it. And when I wrote it, I was thinking about In Vogue. I just was thinking about like, oh, this feels like something that like they could sing. So I kind of did like some of the harmonies in a way that I thought that they might do it.
Oh, wow.
They are like one of my absolute favorite groups, and I really love that song. It hits in just the best way. And there's no other song quite like that on the album, so it really just is a standout for me. And then there's Harlem Blues, which I wanted to cover since I was a
From Mo
child.
Better Blues, the movie.
Yes, from the movie.
Yes.
No one has covered it since, and not that I know about anyway. And I've always wanted to. I used to sing it in talent shows, and I used to sing it all the time as a teenager. And I am so elated with this track. It is just beautiful, and it features a very talented saxophonist named Mike Phillips, and he is just incredible. I love it so much. I do. And I never say that. For people who might be watching that don't, I am not the kind of person to toot my own horn. I'm the exact opposite. I'm always criticizing myself, always saying it could be better, always saying I hate something all the time.
Well, your fans are going to toot your horn for you when we buy up all these albums and the sales go through the roof.
Thank you.
You are a working mom,
Yeah.
and you're the mother of a special needs child,
Mhm.
which of course can be challenging. And I think for a lot of people who are the parents of children with special needs, I think it can make them become better moms. Has it been the case for you?
He's definitely made me a better person for sure. Like I'm not looking up in the air to think about it, but it's just overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah.
He certainly has, in so many ways. I mean, that's like a whole other interview, honestly.
I know. But I wanted to give you props and honor you for that, because I think that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Those children,
I
they're
love
beautiful
my
children.
child so much,
Yeah.
I do. I love him so much, and he is just one of the best people that you could meet. His spirit is so right. He's such a good person, and it's so fantastic to see, because he deals with a lot of things, and to be able to still be that loving and that warm and that considerate of others is just. I just feel like I did something good in life. Like if I didn't do anything else, I didn't write any song or anything like that. Like I raised a person who's gone through many obstacles, but who still has this amazing spirit and outlook on life. That is an accomplishment.
And you can look back on it and say, you did that. Before we let you go, we can't hold you too much longer, but I want to bring my producer in here, who is a big fan. He has a question, and then we're going to do a couple little quick fire round with you, and we're going to let you get on out of here.
I'm scared of the fire round. Okay.
Oh, it's going to be easy breezy. Let's get this big head guy in here. Hold on.
Okay. You look so familiar, and I know people tell you that I can't think of it. Who it is that you look like, though? What do people?
I hear this is Preston. Preston, say meet Vivian Green.
Vivian, good seeing you.
Hi, Preston. How are you?
It's a pleasure.
Now, Preston, but before you popped on, Vivian was trying to figure out who I reminded her of, who I looked like, and I was about to tell her. Most of the time, I get Tyson Beckford.
Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the time I get Donnie Simpson from BET.
Oh my God!
Well, that's a little more recent.
Oh my God! It's so funny. Definitely Tyson. That's probably who I was thinking of that couldn't come to the forefront of my mind.
Let them know, Vivian. Let them know.
And I'm looking at you. I'm like, oh my God!
That's exactly what it is. That's correct.
Right. Oh my God, that is so crazy. Yeah, you do. I know you get it all the time. So
all the time. All the time. Let's go ahead and jump to Preston's question. Preston, what would you like to ask Vivian?
I'd like to know, how did Kwame convince you to sign his label, and how was it working with him?
So I'll go backwards. Working with Kwame is a tedious experience.
Well, he is considered the boy genius, according to him.
Yeah, he is. And, you know, just have two creative people who are very opposite in the way that they work. So it creates a lot of tension and a lot of fighting, and, you know, just it's not ever an easy thing, but the outcome is always something that's just great, you know? So we know it really is hard though, like seriously, like we really have a difficult time working together. I wish they could put an incredible hit on the wall, a camera, so people can actually see. Like we would have like the highest rated reality show.
It's all reality.
No, I'm teasing. No reality. I'm just teasing. But yeah, it's tedious because you know, like I'm not a 19-year-old artist, right? So like I have some albums under my belt, some years under my belt, and then you have Kwame, who is also not a 19-year-old artist or producer, who's been an artist, you know, who's scored for films, who's produced for like millions of people, you know, and we both have our respective ways that we like to do things, which are very different fundamentally, and so we find ourselves clashing. Where I want perfection. That's what I care about. I want everything to be perfect. And if I think something that he did isn't perfect, I'm like, well, you need to say that again, or you need to call that trumpet player because he messed up right. That's me, you know, and I'm gonna do the vocal 30 times, you know, until it's perfect. And he's about, if it feels good, then he's going with that, you know. So you can imagine those things clashing. If I want to do something over and think something can be better, he's like, no, this is it, you know, this is, I feel it, you're bugging out. And so we have those fights like all the time.
Well, no matter what the dynamic is between you guys, you make a great team.
We make it work.
Yeah, you make it work. Before we get to this quick fire round of questions, I want to ask you, who are the singers who inspired you? Because I heard you perform a Whitney Houston cover of Why Does It Hurt So Bad? So I know she must be on your list.
Oh my God. Wait, where was that? Oh God.
I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you weren't at the concert.
No.
No.
I'm coming.
No, I'm going to tell you why. So during that time when I would do that, right? So my album, The Green Room, so this is like 2012, 2013, I had nodes. I had vocal nodules. And that was just a very difficult time for performing live. So that's why, but I knew it would be that time because that's the time I was doing that with Houston medley. So that's why I was asking. But yeah, if you come now, I'm good. My voice is straight now.
It sounded great. It sounded great when I was watching the song.
It always sounds good to me. She has a great voice, great tone.
Thank you. So yeah, I thank you for not asking for one. So I thank you for that because that's always like, you really think there's just one?
Right.
So Ella Fitzgerald, Barbra Streisand, Diana Ross, Tina Turner. I'll start off there because those are the singers my mom loves, and she passed the love of them down to me. Yeah. And they were some of my very, very, very first influences before I knew I wanted to be an artist even. You know what I'm saying? Just as a little girl, 5 years old, you know, I'm singing, you know, set me free, why don't you, babe? You know, and I was love, like that, you know, that's one of the songs I would be singing. And
our parents had great taste in music, didn't they?
Oh, they were amazing. My mom loved theater. My father and my mom, they loved Motown. They loved Billy Joel. You know what I'm saying? They loved
Uptown Girl.
Yes.
And they really don't make them like that anymore. That's saying is true. They really don't make them like that anymore. I mean,
They
you
really
can't
don't.
not.
They really don't.
The
Like,
legends fade away.
you guys see this whiz canvas behind me.
Yes.
So you know, my childhood is all over this place, honestly. But so yeah, so those are the singers from the beginning. And then once I knew that I could actually really sing, you know, and not just like a little girl who sound good, but like I might be able to really, really sing.
Yeah.
Those singers, like in my teens, would be Whitney Houston,
Oh wow.
Toni Braxton, Mariah Carey, Anita Baker.
All the greats. All the greats. Yes.
That's who I was trying to sound like as a, you know, as a teenager before I finally found my own voice. Yeah, but they influenced me greatly. You could probably, I'm sorry, and Sade. How can I forget that? Oh my God.
Yeah, definitely.
So and you know, you could probably hear those women maybe somewhere. You know, if you listen to my albums, you'll probably say, you know. So that's probably where some things I do definitely will come from the ladies and the teens.
that is a great roster to draw from.
Thank
All
you.
right, we're gonna say goodbye, but before we say goodbye, we got to put you through a round of rapid fire questions, Miss
Oh
Green.
God, I'm scared.
Preston, do you have any in front of you?
I do. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna start it off with the first one, and you can tag team with me and hit her on number 2.
Okay.
All right, first question, Vivian. We've been on an emotional roller coaster ride with you. What's the scariest roller coaster ride you've been on?
King Daka.
Okay, a lot of loop-de-loops.
No, it's just one. It's one thing. It goes like a U.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so
and then back down.
180 straight. Yeah. So you start up. Yep. You go up, and then you go backward. Yeah.
Oh, my
So
stomach.
it's the backwards one that gets you, right?
Yeah,
It's
and I did it
motion.
with my little brother for his 16th birthday because he wanted me to really get on it. I'm terrified of like thrill rides that have like the highest score. I try to avoid them because I don't like to feel like I'm gonna die, you know.
All right, well, I have a question too for you, Vivian.
Okay.
What is the very last song you sang in the shower?
The shower?
Yeah. We all shower singers.
The Hamilton soundtrack, probably.
That was a long shower.
Well, I don't remember what song that I got out on, but I will often have that on when I'm in the shower. I know that whole show, like top to bottom, is very sickening. My son hates it.
I have a confession. Do you want to know what I sang in the shower this morning?
What?
I Write the Songs by Barry Manilow.
Oh, no, what's wrong with that?
I love that song.
See, we can be friends. I love it.
All right, last question. If you had to sit down at the piano, write a song about this year's presidential election, what would the title be?
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
I would say Emotional Roller Coaster.
You know what? I'll steal your answer. That's it.
That's cool.
But
Well,
it'll
listen,
be a totally
I know
different
you.
song, obviously.
Exactly. Well, I know you've got a couple more interviews to get to, and I appreciate you taking this time to talk to us on JDtv. Before we let you go, tell everybody where they can follow and keep up with you.
Sure. So my socials are I am Vivian Green. I'm very active on Facebook and Instagram. So I respond, I try to respond to all the comments, when I can at some point in the day and really interact with my supporters because that's really important. Otherwise I hate social media and wouldn't have an account, so I'm only there for the fans. So I definitely interact with them. So.
All right. Well, Preston and I are going to slide in your DMs, and you can find us at JDtv_is on. Also, everybody, be sure to check out our YouTube page, subscribe there, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing that's happening here on the channel. Vivian Green, it's been a pleasure. Good luck to you, and take care.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.
Thank you. I told you it would be.
It's been fun. Thank you.
I
Love
think
that food.
Exactly. Album comes out on Friday. Friday, people.
13th, yeah.
Yes.
On all streaming platforms. All of them.
All right, we're going to get it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.